Hey, now in this video I'm going to share with you what any songwriter can learn from Ed Sheeran. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate or more advanced songwriter, we're going to deep dive into his process, have a look at what it is he does to write great radio ready songs that have billions of plays all around the world, so you can implement some of these strategies to better your songs. Now, my name's Danny Boyle, I'm the founder of Songwriters International. If you are a songwriter who wants to develop their craft, then you're in the right place. I've also got a completely free training below in the description if you want to go ahead and register for that. But without further ado, let's jump on into this and let's deep dive into Ed Sheeran. Now, me personally, I'm a huge fan of what Ed Sheeran does as a songwriter, and his talents are absolutely incredible. But the first thing first that I actually want to explore here is the authenticity of his songwriting. A lot of Ed Sheeran's greatest songs have the backbone of honesty and vulnerability. He's writing from what we call a place of truth. And this is my first thing that I want to share with you that I really want you to implement if you can. Is try and write from a real place of truth. If you look at some of Ed Sheeran's successful songs, A-Team, Eyes Closed, he had another song called Grade 8, he's got a song called Perfect. What do all of those songs have in common? They are all written from a place of truth. A-Team was a song that was written about when Ed Sheeran went to a homeless shelter, and he wrote it about a woman called Angel. Another song, Perfect, if we look at that, was just written about his wife. Now, all of those four songs, and I could continue this list on, are all written from a place of truth. Ed Sheeran has personally felt those feelings for those songs, the loss, or speaking to someone who is homeless and about drug addiction, or talking about his wife and his relationship with that person. He is just writing from a real honest place. So when we sit on the guitar or we go to the piano or we write that song, it is so much easier to write about something that we genuinely know, something that we are connected to, rather than trying to put ourselves in the shoes of something that we've not truly experienced. Now, the other side of this is that you haven't necessarily experienced every single thing that you can write a song about. But where possible, if you can write a song that is truthful to you, you will naturally find that songwriting process much easier, because you are quite literally just sharing your experience of a situation or a feeling. Now let's look at the other side of this. Once Ed Sheeran actually has his idea, whatever it is he's going to write about, how does he take that next step? And having watched his documentary Songwriter and other situations where he's in writing sessions, what I see as a common theme is he gets the initial idea and then he does what we call free writing, and he just kind of explores the possible avenues that the song could take. This is a great example in the song called Barcelona that he wrote, and he just gets a little guitar riff and then he just starts singing out lyrics and melodies. Another example is the song Love Yourself, which he wrote for Justin Bieber, where he's on the back of a tour bus and he's got the guitar and he's just playing a set of chords and he's throwing out lyrics and ideas and melodies just to see what he can get in that moment. Now, the great thing about this is that you're putting no pressure on yourself as the songwriter. You're just free writing, you're having a little bit of fun, but also you're subconsciously seeing what great ideas you're putting out there. So let me give you an example of this in the songwriting process of how you could do this. So you can go to your guitar, and the great thing about Ed Sheeran, his process around playing guitar is very simple a lot of the times. He's playing very standard chords like G's or D's or E minors or C's, so you don't have to be too complicated with this. Now, for this example, we're going to use a E minor, we're going to use a C, and we're going to use a D. Okay, we're just going to use the bar chords, so we're going to keep it simple. But this is how Ed Sheeran, a lot of the time, actually goes about his songwriting process. So he'll play a set of chords and then start to throw out ideas. Cause I don't know why we can't be the only one I know, but so tell me that you love me, and tell me that you do, yeah, yeah. Tell me that you want me, deeply, as much as I need you, yeah, yeah. Right, and there we have it. I might be in the writing session, I might go, tell me that you love me, and I really like that, so we start to build from it. We could also go somewhere else and we could change the chords and we could do a G, a D, and a C. Again, let's keep it fairly simple. I don't know why I can't sleep at night, but you're going crazy up there in my mind. Yeah. And I try to turn you off, but it's not that easy. I try to move on, but baby, I've been temptation. So tell me why you're bipping. I've been loving tonight. And then you can take it wherever it could go from there. But there's another idea where it's about moving on, and you can't move on because someone's invading your mind and they're there all the time. You want to move on, but you can't. And there we go. That's the power of free writing. It's just choosing a set of chords on here or here and just seeing what comes to you in that very first few moments, seeing what you can build on. And then at some point in the songwriting process, you can start to identify what it is you're actually trying to write, what it is you're trying to deliver, and what it's all about. A great example of Ed Sheeran doing this is the song Barcelona. Now the song is all about Barcelona, traveling over there, seeing the sun, drinking sangria, and everything that is Barcelona. A lot of the lyrics are all related to Spanish things. Paella, sangria. He also has Spanish words in there where he sings in Spanish. The only reason he was able to come up with those ideas is because he knew exactly what he was trying to say. He knew what he was trying to say, so it made saying that a lot easier. And that's the thing of, you go to free write, you see what you come up with in the moment, and then after those first 10, 20 minutes or 30 minutes that you've got something down, you can go back to the drawing board and go, okay, what are these lyrics? What are they trying to say? What are we actually talking about? And only then at that point can we start to craft that initial idea into a song. The other thing that I really like about Ed Sheeran and what he does and what we can learn is specifically around his melody. I love the way that he writes melodies, and he's very versatile when it comes to crafting melodies, particularly in songs like Perfect versus a song like Shape of You. They are completely different melodically, and they're completely different songs. But what does he do? Well, if we look at songs like Shape of You, I Don't Care, which he collaborated with Justin Bieber. He also wrote another song called Don't. A lot of those songs are what we call very syllable heavy, or they have a lot of words for simplistic terms. If I take you through Shape of You and just hear the melody and the rhythm of the melody and the amount of words that I'm actually delivering to the listener, which is you in this case, you'll see how many words and syllables are in this section. The club isn't the best place to find the lover, so the bar is where I go, yeah. Me and my friends are at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and then we talk slow. A lot of words, a lot of story. And if you look at his other song, Don't, it does something very similar. I met this girl late last year. She said, don't you worry if I disappear. I told her I'm not really looking for another mistake. Good old friend thinking that the trouble could wait. Then I jumped right in, a week later return. I reckon she was only looking for a love to burn. Very word heavy. So there's two examples. Now if we look at the other side of this and we look at a song like Perfect, and the amount of words and syllable count it has, and it is far less what we call word heavy. I found a love, lots of space, for me, yeah. And darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. And that's the difference between Shape of You and Perfect, or I Don't Care. And Perfect, another great example of this is the song Photograph. And it goes a little something like this. Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes. And it's the only thing that I know. And it's not word heavy at all. So you can see the contrast between his songwriting. Some songs are very rhythmic and very heavy with the word count and very syllable heavy. And songs on the other side of this are lots of space in the verse, less word heavy and less syllables, which dramatically creates contrast in the way that he's writing his melodies. So depending on the song that you're actually writing and the style and the genre and what you're trying to deliver to the listener, you can then start to deliberately choose what kind of avenue you want to take. And that's the power of great songwriting, is that you do these things deliberately and on purpose for the purpose of the song and for it being better for the listener. So go ahead, start implementing these things into your songwriting. Now that you know some of those things that Ed Sheeran does in his songwriting process. For any more videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button somewhere around this video. We've also got that free training in the description below if you want to go and register for that. And please drop a comment for any of the videos that you'd like to see on this channel. For now, I've been Danny Boyle, founder of Songwriters International, and I'll see you over on another video.